Am I in the wrong for refusing to drop my date and make my brother a grief lasagna? Because apparently emotional support pasta is a family emergency. Posted by you/dontfeedtheworm. Hi, Reddit. I'm a 26-year-old woman and my brother Sam is 28. To set the scene, Sam just went through a breakup that was, honestly, a mess. His girlfriend left, took the dog, the Instant Pot, and, according to him, his dignity. I do feel for him, but at the same time, I have my own life to live. So, here's what happened. Last Saturday night, I was out on a date. Not just any date, this was my third date with a guy who actually seemed promising. For once, I was with someone who didn't use business buzzwords or try to sell me on crypto in the first 10 minutes. I was genuinely having a good time, eating sushi, and actually enjoying myself for a change. That's when my phone started blowing up. I got a string of texts from Sam, all in a panic. He was demanding that I make him my grief lasagna. For context, grief lasagna is something I made once when our family cat died. It's just regular lasagna, but I put a lot of effort into it, and Sam decided it was the ultimate comfort food. He's called it therapy with ricotta ever since. I texted him back, told him I was on a date, and promised I'd make him a lasagna tomorrow. I figured that was fair. I was trying to be supportive while also not ditching my own plans. But apparently that wasn't good enough for Sam. He called me 3 times in a row, sent me a crying selfie, yes, really, and then finished it off with a passive-aggressive text. Guess I know who I can count on. All of this because I wouldn't leave my date to go home and cook for him. After the date, which, by the way, was going great until my phone started buzzing like an alarm, I checked my messages again. Now my mom had joined in. She sent me a message saying, "You know he's sensitive. He just needs comfort food. You could have been there for him." I love my mom, but Sam is 28. He has his own kitchen. He knows how to use an oven. He even has food delivery apps on his phone. The next day, I made the lasagna and took it over to Sam. He accepted it, but he was still acting weird and passive-aggressive. My mom told my aunt, and now suddenly I'm the villain at family brunch. My aunt gave me side-eye like I'd abandoned Sam in the middle of a disaster. I felt like I was being judged for not dropping everything to make my grown brother a pan of carbs. So, Reddit, am I the bad apple for not dropping everything to make my brother a grief lasagna just because he was sad and I was on a date? Relevant comments. One commenter pointed out that Sam's behavior might be a clue as to why his girlfriend broke up with him. Honestly, I think that's a fair observation. Sam has definitely been coddled a lot throughout his life. After all this, we actually had a conversation about it. He admitted he needs to work on himself before jumping into another relationship. We'll see if that actually happens. Another commenter called him the golden child, and I can't really argue with that. In our family, Sam has always gotten a lot of attention and sympathy, even as an adult. Some of the top comments were pretty funny. One person suggested I should only make him lasagna to celebrate when he grows up. Someone else called it grow-up lasagna, and another person chimed in with puberty pasta. Honestly, the comments made me laugh, and it felt good to know other people saw the humor in the situation. Update, April 10th, 2025. Thank you to everyone who commented, offered advice, or just made me laugh. Since this all happened last week, I already have an update. I ended up talking to Sam about everything. He admitted he overreacted and said the lasagna just comforts him. Apparently, I accidentally created a cheesy trauma support system for him. I told him I love him, but I'm not going to drop a good third date every time he's sad or going through a breakup. He seemed to get it, and we're good now. I brought him a fresh lasagna the next day, and he texted me, "This slaps. I forgive you." So, I guess that's the end of that drama. Brothers can be a lot, but at least he's honest about what he wants. As for the date, yes, Evan, the guy I was out with, is still around. When I explained the whole grief lasagna meltdown, he actually laughed and said it was adorable in a weird way. He even asked if he could try the lasagna sometime, so I might be making it again soon, but this time for a much more fun reason. Maybe for our next date. For anyone who's curious, here's the not-so-secret recipe that started this whole thing. Meat sauce. 1 pound ground beef. Sometimes I mix pork and beef. 1 onion, finely chopped. 2 cloves garlic, minced. 1 can 28 ounces, crushed tomatoes. A 1 can 6 ounces tomato paste. Half a cup red wine, optional, but I think it adds a lot. 1 tablespoon sugar, to balance the acidity. 1 tablespoon dried basil. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. Salt and pepper to taste. A 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes, optional. Bechamel, white sauce. 4 tablespoons butter. 4 tablespoons all-purpose flour. 2½ cups whole milk, warmed. A 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, optional. Salt and pepper to taste. Lasagna assembly. 12 lasagna sheets, regular or no boil, but cook if needed. 16-ounce ricotta cheese. 2 cups shredded mozzarella cheese. 1 cup grated Parmesan cheese. 1 egg. Fresh basil for garnish if you want to be fancy. Layer everything up, bake until golden and bubbly, and eat when you're sad, hungry, or when your brother acts like you left him to fend for himself in a crisis. Thanks for validating that I'm not a monster. I just wanted one single date night without a pasta emergency, and I'm glad Reddit gets it.